If you guys can just comment and tell me you can hear my audio. I just like to recheck after my audio wasn't fine the first time. So if you can just tell me if my audio is fine, we will just wait for a few more people to join us and then we can start. How you guys doing? How has your week been? How was your Monday? How's your week started? Today's topic of discussion is related to summer. It's about essential summer hair care tips, which is not just essential, like important for your scalp, but it is going to be important for your face as well, like for your skin, because a dirty scalp actually affects our skin, our facial skin as well. So I'm going to be addressing that. Hi Rajeshwari. Hi Tanishk. Hi Daksha. Hi. Hi Urba. I'm back. You guys are seeing me again very soon. Hi Saima. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Hi Avi. Thank you for being here. I think today's discussion is really going to be helpful for you girls because summer is in full swing. Like it is super hot. It's like 35, 36 degrees and like the sun is really strong where I am in Pune. But it's also very cloudy. So it's, and I don't know why I'm having this weird thing with my hair. I think I'm getting a lot of new growth in and around here, which is a good thing. So yeah, like I said, it's really hot, but it's also very cloudy. It rains very randomly where I am. I think that's happening in a lot of places as well. So hi guys, I think we have, can you hear my audio? Am I audible? Everything's fine, so then we can start. Can someone just tell me, like anyone, if I'm audible, if my audio is fine? Okay, I can start. Okay. So, hi guys, welcome to my live. Today's topic of discussion is going to be essential hair care tips for the summer, and you guys can ask me questions here and I will keep taking up questions and I will reply to y'all. So essentially what happens to our scalp and hair in the summer, the heat dries up the natural oils in our scalp. With our scalp produces natural oils, so the heat really dries it up. But in humid places, it also increases sweat production, which makes our scalp very greasy and dirty. What happens to our hair? Our hair gets very dehydrated and dry and knotted. It gets split ends because it's super dehydrated. The heat literally sucks out all the moisture. So it's very important to target your scalp concern differently and your hair concern differently, because one is getting oily, your scalp is getting really oily, and your hair is getting very dry. So if you use a shampoo that is very stripping, it is going to make your hair even more dry. And if you're going to use something that is too hydrating, it's going to make your scalp produce more oil and there will be a buildup of a lot of grease and sweat, so you don't want that. So target your scalp separately and target your hair separately. So that's what happens to our hair and scalp in the summer. So my first tip would be to use an appropriate shampoo depending on your scalp, and also sort of understand your weather conditions, your lifestyle, how much do you sweat, how oily does your scalp get. Don't go for very long days without actually shampooing your hair properly and keeping it clean. And I'll tell you why, and this has happened to me as well. If your scalp is not clean, the dirt and dust can actually go down and clog the pores, and you will get acne breakouts around your forehead and around your jawline area. So if you see a lot of acne happening here, all around here and here, like even I had this and I had this also. So all of this was because I had dandruff. I had dry dandruff, which was like flakes, which was falling on my face when my hair was open, and it was causing acne. So you can have that too. So make sure that your scalp is clean. Make sure that you don't have dandruff. If you have dandruff, then use a shampoo according to that. If you have just a very greasy, oily scalp and no dandruff, then choose a shampoo according to that. So what I recommend is the Tresemme Botanique Detox and Restore shampoo, which has ginseng and neem in it. Now, neem is antibacterial and anti-inflammatory, so it's is going to make sure that your scalp is kept very clean and it does not have any sort of scalp infections. At the same time, it's quite a hydrating shampoo, so it's not going to dry your hair out. So this is something that I can recommend, but you guys totally take a call on what suits you. My scalp doesn't get very oily. Besides, now Pune is not a very humid place. Now if I was in Bombay, I would not probably use this shampoo, but because I'm in Pune, I wash my hair every third day. But if you're in a very humid place, like if you're in Bombay or any coastal area, then you might want to shampoo your hair more often, so you'll have to take a shampoo depending on that. Anything for dandruff, I also really like this shampoo by Ducray, Ducray. I don't have it here, but I will try linking it in the description box later on. That is what I'm using right now for my dandruff, but I also use this otherwise when I'm not using it for my dandruff as well. So this is the shampoo that I use, and for my dandruff I use the Ducray anti-dandruff shampoo, which I will link in the description box. Another thing, to just keep your scalp really clean and exfoliate it so you don't have build-up. A lot of times we use dry shampoos, we use styling products, and that sort of increases build-up in our scalp and clogs our pores. Because of that also we get scalp infections, we can get acne on our foreheads and stuff. So make sure that you use a scalp scrub which is not too strong, and don't do it every time. You can just do it once a week. This is what I recommend. It's the consistency is nice, it's not very grainy, it's not very rough on your scalp, so it's gentle enough also. So you can use this. This is another option. I have linked all the products in the product tagging feature, so you guys can just click on that and the products will pop up and you guys can check it out. Another thing that I use is this scalp scrub. So I just massage or scrub or whatever. I use this, I put my fingers here, and then when I have shampoo, I just gently rub my scalp like this. Not very rough at all, just gently, a little bit. Just go in circular motions like this. That's it, and that's just going to it's going to clean your scalp out really well in case you have a very greasy, oily scalp, or you have a lot of product build-up on your scalp. This is just going to loosen it out. It's just going to loosen out on the scalp area and it'll get rinsed off very easily. And my hair, let me fix this. So after one point, I'm just going to take a few questions so I can just answer related to that. Where do I get my tops and bracelets from? My tops, like I don't know, like random places, H&M, Zara. I think this one is from Forever 21. I'll have to see. And my bracelets, all of these are made, like I've got them made because I don't remove them, and it's gold so it doesn't lose its color, and which is why I wanted to get them made in gold, because every time I would pick up like jewelry from say H&M or anywhere accessorized, and they're not real pure gold, right, and they would lose the shine very soon. So I would wear it for a month and then the shine is gone and I would not be able to wear it. So then I just invested in like these real gold bracelets, wherein I gave the person my design and he made these, and I don't need to remove them at all. I just wear them all the time. Shampoo and conditioner for an oily scalp. So when you're picking out a shampoo for an oily scalp, go in for clear shampoos. Don't use creamy shampoos. Use the transparent clear shampoos. Also what I like to do is, if you see a particular brand in a salon and you want to pick it up, I usually just then get a wash done by them using that shampoo and conditioner, and then I go in and pick up the product. I really like Kerastase as well. They have great shampoos and conditioners. They have a very good range for an oily scalp. You can check that out. Otherwise, for an oily scalp, very oily scalp, I will link products in the description box. Like, it's not coming to my mind right now because I don't have a very oily scalp, so I don't use shampoos for that, but I will link products in the description box so you can check it out later on. Rebonding treatment, till then I haven't applied any homemade hair mask. Should I apply? Yes, you can. So what happens with after you do any sort of chemical treatment, your bonds have been broken and it's super sensitized. So you have to make sure that you're very gentle on your hair. You're not using very harsh shampoos. You're not, when you're shampooing, don't sort of move your hands too much so it should not get knotted. And just hydrate. So if you're using a hydrating mask, go for it. Like, you can absolutely, and if it's homemade, there are not too many chemicals in it, you can totally apply a homemade hair mask and just rinse it off or just shampoo it off with a gentle shampoo, and then don't forget to condition your hair and serum, very important, whichever one that you like. But don't forget these two steps, which is using a good mask and using a serum. Tresemme doesn't work for humid weather. Yeah, I agree. Tresemme will not work for humid weather because this is a cream-based shampoo. So I will link a few products in the description box later on for oily scalps, especially for humid weathers. Yeah, I'm going to link that. Do you just scrub the scalp gently just before shampooing? Yes, I just apply this. I apply this section by section, and then I just gently massage it all over my scalp and at the back, and I rinse it off and then go ahead with just one wash of a shampoo after that. Ma'am, please, hair mask for breakage hair. Hair mask for damaged hair. So I'll come to that because that is in one of the points, so I will talk about that. So the second point what I want to talk about is that if you're in the sun for very long hours, like if you're walking in the sun, your work involves you to walk a lot in the sun, or you're on the bike a lot, I highly suggest you physically protect your hair from the heat, because nothing else will do it. If you're in the sun for like 4 hours, 5 hours in peak hours of the sun, then I highly suggest you use a scarf and protect your hair, or then you use like hats like this to cover your hair, to completely protect it from the sun, because nothing else is going to protect it. Yeah, and I highly suggest that you physically protect your hair. And the next point is that you need to keep your hair super hydrated in the summer. Like, I can't stress on how important it is to hydrate your hair, because the heat sucks out so much moisture from your hair that it is going to get very dehydrated. It's going to get very prone to breakage. You'll get a lot of split ends. So what I like to use, and I'm using this one, you can see it's almost finished. I have been using this hair mask, makes my hair also quite soft. And for my hair, because my hair is very dry, it's very dry, guys, like I can't even tell you, like it looks all soft right now, but if I don't condition, I can't even put my fingers like this, it'll get stuck. So this is the one that I use. This is the Aveda Botanical Repair Intensive Strengthening Mask in Rich. I have also linked products again in the product tagging feature, so you can check out my recommendations. Anything else that I recommend apart from this, you guys can check it out. The consistency of this one is really good. It's very good for my kind of hair, which is like medium to thick, colored, dry. So that will work. This one will work really well for that kind of thickness and concern. They also have a light one in this. This is the rich one, which is thicker. They also have a light, which is for finer hair. So if your hair is chemically treated, it's dry, it's prone to damage, you can use this one in the light one for fine hair. If you have hair like mine, you can choose to do this one. So I use this mask every time I shampoo my hair. I don't use a conditioner because I need a lot of hydration. So I use a hair mask. And then In the week, I like to use this K18 leave-in molecular repair hair mask. Now this basically helps in repairing the bonds of your hair. So it's an intense treatment. It really helps in restructuring the bonds of your hair, because when you do any sort of chemical treatment, like if it's color, if it's like straightening, whichever chemical treatment that you do, your bonds go haywire, and that is why it loses the strength, and that is why it's prone to dryness, it's prone to breakage and split ends and everything. So products like this kind of restructure those bonds, so the strength in your hair comes back. So I use this one once a week, or a couple of times in the week, actually, not once. Once a week and couple of times in the month. I use this one. I have also linked products in the description box, so you guys can, sorry, not in the description box, in the product tagging feature. So all my recommendations are there, all the products that I'm talking about are there. Just gonna take a few questions. Okay, I had taken a rebonding treatment and then I haven't applied any homemade mask. Hair tends to get frizzy in the summer. Like you can see, my hair also is, I'm getting a lot of the static hair, which I never had, but I think this is also new growth, because I had a lot of hair fall a few months back, and I feel like I am getting a lot of new growth. But for frizzy hair, you have to make sure that you apply serum. Don't keep combing your hair if it's dry. It's going to frizz, it's going to increase the static in your hair, and it's going to keep standing up. So make sure you hydrate your hair as much as you can and use a lot of serums in your hair, serums that suit your hair, serums that are not going to overweigh your hair or scalp. So keep those in mind. Like make sure to use a serum that seals your cuticles in really well and does not make it frizzy. And I will talk about serums in another point of mine. Talk about having hair fall a while back. How is it now? My hair fall was really bad. It is much better. I am not having any hair fall right now. I have stopped taking my biotin. I'm only taking multivitamins right now, and my basic like vitamin C and glutathione, effervescent tablets and all of that. I'm not taking my biotin because I'm not having hair fall. But that hair fall, so you should know that once a year you go through a cyclic phase of hair fall, which is absolutely normal. I usually have it in the monsoon. Most women have it in the monsoon, where you will face hair fall. And at that point, just so you should have it for about 2 months, not more than that. If your hair fall continues to go above that, then I highly suggest you see a doctor, because you might have like hormonal issues, or probably your thyroid. Any other stuff that's happening internally will get figured out by a doctor. But there is a cyclic phase everybody goes through once a year, which is absolutely normal. How I reduced it, I firstly did a blood test. My D3 and B12 was less, so I got on to increasing that. I also feel that it was related to COVID, because this hair fall was a lot more than what I ever had. So it was a 3-month phase, which completely, like, it's so much better right now. Like, I have no hair fall, so I'm very happy about that. But I think I'll do another live, like talking about hair fall, because I think a lot of you guys have questions about hair fall, so I will address that in another live video of mine. So the next point what I want to tell you guys is heat tools. Try avoiding heat on your hair in the summer, because anyway your hair is dry, anyway there's lack of moisture, and if you're going to use heated tools on your hair, it's just going to make it even more dry. But if heat protected, do not put any sort of heat on your hair. Like, don't put so much heat on your hair without it being protected from heat. So for that one, I suggest the Bee Blend Hot Shot hairspray. But you guys can use whichever one that you like. These are just my personal favorites that I'm talking about. But the point is to always remember to use heat protection, before you use heated tools, and keep it to minimal usage. Just use it whenever it is most necessary and avoid it doing it every time, okay? The next point is to use, or I would not say use it every time. Have dry shampoos handy, like have them in your kit. But I'm not saying use it every time, because they do sort of, uh, add, what do I say, like a layer on your scalp. So that can increase residue production on your scalp. So just use it whenever you need to. If you cannot go without shampooing your hair, like if you're traveling, you cannot shampoo your hair, use a dry shampoo to sort of suck out the grease from your scalp, so that you don't have acne and build up of dirt and everything on your scalp. And I'm gonna take a break to drink some water. Every time I talk so much, my my throat gets dehydrated. So I was saying that keep these handy in the summer at least. Have dry shampoos with you. Um, do not go long, like I said, do not go long days without cleaning your scalp out. And if you do not have the time to shampoo, then go ahead and use a dry shampoo, because this really helps in sucking out the grease. It absorbs all the grease and sweat and keeps it really matte and dry. Another thing to remember, if you're using this, please wash your hair off the next day. Don't keep the dry shampoo in your scalp for too long, okay? My suggestions are, I really like this one by Kerestas. It's called Fresh Affair. It has a very nice subtle fragrance, and it does not make your scalp very stiff. It doesn't make your hair very dry either, so I like this one. The other one is Botanique. This one also is really nice, and Botanique has a wide variety of dry shampoos for different sort of concerns. So you can definitely check out these two. My recommendations are also in the product tagging feature, so you guys can check that out also. But the point being, definitely keep a dry shampoo in the summer handy with you guys. Keep like the small travel ones also in your travel pouch. And my last point is, I know we all like swimming in the summer, which is so refreshing. I would love to swim every day, but that also takes a toll on our hair, because the water has so much chlorine in it, and chlorine really dehydrates the hair, especially when your hair is chemically treated. Now, chemically treated hair becomes very porous, so it absorbs a lot of product, and it leaves out a lot of product very quickly. So if your hair is not coated with a serum or some sort of oil, then it's going to absorb that chlorine, and it is going to dehydrate and dry your hair. So make sure, even if you have like virgin hair which is not ever chemically treated, apply a serum, or apply some protective layer, like add a protective layer on your hair. For me, it's very necessary, like, because I have chemically treated hair, I have so much color in my hair that I have to make sure that I add a protective layer on my hair when I go swimming. So I mostly use a hair serum, so I can suggest this one. I also like the Extraordinary Hair Serum by L'Oreal, which I will link in the description box. Even that's a really nice one. So whichever serum that you like, but use a serum on your hair, like coat your hair with serum and then tie it up, use a cap, and then go for a swim. Or else you can also use extra virgin coconut oil, which is cold pressed. You can use this as well, whichever one that you like, but whatever works for you. For me, a serum works better because the oil takes too much shampoo to remove it, and then my hair gets really dry if I over shampoo, because I have so much color. So that is a decision you need to take for yourself. You need to understand your hair concern, your hair type, your lifestyle, your weather conditions, and you have to take a call as to what shampoo will work for you, what conditioner will work for you. Like I said, in the summer, and because of the weather condition, our scalp and our hair have very different concerns. So your scalp, you choose a product that targets your scalp concern differently, and then choose a product that targets your hair concern differently. I'm just going to take in a few questions. Just a second. You should be able to live video more often. It's so interesting and get many tips as well. Can you do one for skincare as well? Oh, thank you, Rubina. I will definitely do more lives for sure. Like, I'm enjoying this so much that I'm definitely going to keep this going even after the collaboration with YouTube on this. And I will do one for summer skincare next. I am good, Unani. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I love to color my hair, but because of hair fall, I never do that. Can you suggest a good hair color? I totally understand that because I haven't actually colored my hair. So if you can see that my highlights have actually gone all the way down till here, and all of this is like global color. I haven't retouched my highlight color in a year's time because I had so much hair fall last year, and I'm going to take a break from hair color. That is why I was not doing my highlights, because these my I need to bleach my hair to highlight it, and I wanted to avoid bleach because I was so scared of how, like, after the hair fall I was so scared that I wanted to keep away from hair color for a while. But if you can see, like, all of this is like, this is global color, this is black, which is my actual color, this is all the root touch-up color which has come down till here, and this is my highlight. So when I touch up my highlight, it's going to go all the way back here. But I don't know when I'm going to do that because I am still scared. I will color, but I think I'll not bleach my hair. I'll do highlights, but I'll tell my hairstylist to not bleach it. So that's and a good one. L'Oreal is good. Vela is good. So what I'm using right now is Vela. My hairstylist uses Vela colors, and all of these trusted brands. So like Swashkoff, Vela, L'Oreal, they are all good. What is important is that you go to a good person who has good knowledge of it. If you go to somebody who's going to put a very strong bleach on your hair and your hair cannot take it, that's going to damage your hair. So go to a person who's really experienced in hair coloring. And then, of course, post your hair care gets very important. How you take care of your hair, the products that you use, how much are you hydrating it, how much are you nourishing it. But if your hair is in general weak, and if you're going to color and add bleach on it, then it's just going to damage it more. So understand your hair, like how, in what state is your hair right now. Will your hair be able to take the hair color? Will it be able to take the bleach, the entire process? Go to your hairstylist and ask her to check your hair, check the strength of your hair. They will check the strength, and then they'll advise you that you should color your hair or you should not color your hair. That is more important. All of these brands do very good colors. Like, that's definitely something I can vouch for. L'Oreal, Bella, Swashkoff, all of these do really good colors. So that's not a problem at all. Just go to somebody who has very good knowledge and is experienced in coloring hair. Can you please suggest some serums for dry hair? So for dry hair, like I mentioned, the L'Oreal Absolute Repair Oil is really good. The L'Oreal Extraordinary oil is really good, and I also like the Moroccan oil serum. So it's this Moroccan oil serum that you get. I think you get two versions of that. You get one light and one rich, again heavy, and yeah, light and rich. So if you have fine hair, use the light version. If you have thick hair, then use the other one. But yeah, that's also really hydrating for dry hair, so you can check that one out. Curly hair shampoo. Curly hair shampoo. I will actually look this up and put some in the description box for curly hair. It's not coming to my mind right now because I don't have curly hair, and but I will look at some shampoos and I will put some links in the description box. I've been following you for 5 years. You have loved your body care routine. Can you do a live video or YouTube video on how about body care? Of course. In fact, I would love to do a body care video and address a lot of points, especially for the summer, because body care becomes very like hygiene and body care becomes very important in the summer. So I think I'm going to choose this topic for one of the lives that I'm going to do. I am going to do a live on that. So much help. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Saima. Thank you. I loved L'Oreal serum. Yeah, they do good serums. Please make a video on hair mousse and pros and cons. Yes, I will. I will do a video on hair mousse pros and cons. That's basically for like keeping your hairstyles intact, and they work well also for curly hair. I am going to do one on that as well. Also, what hair removal method do you follow? Is it waxing or shaving? Okay, so this is a fun topic as well because I've actually done all. I've shaved, I've waxed, and now I'm finally doing laser hair removal. I'm doing full body laser hair removal, and I actually finished my session yesterday. I used to wax for the longest time. I didn't prefer shaving that much. And then when I moved to doing laser hair removal, then I could only shave and not wax. But I'm actually liking this laser hair removal process because it just, you don't need to do anything for 2 months. And I'm doing it from Skinsy. And it's my 3rd session, and I have seen a decent enough good result. They say you'll see a better result after 4 to 5 sessions. But I'm quite like happy with it right now, so probably I will update you guys more on it after the 4th or 5th session. But if you ask me to pick what do I prefer, if I didn't have laser hair removal, I would pick waxing, because I just feel like waxing gives you a nice feel, it just gets rid of the hair from the root, and it gives you more days with a cleaner feel. I feel if you would shave, which is also a myth, I feel if you shave, your hair comes back faster, and it would just get a little more like rough faster for me. I just preferred waxing, to be honest, than shaving, but it was very time consuming, so I went in for laser, and I'm really happy with that. Thank you so much for the live. Amazing tips. Please do more lives. I will. I'm going to do more lives. It's so much fun talking to you guys. I love L'Oreal shampoo, conditioner, still facing hair fall. I will address an entire live on hair fall, I think, on hair fall and on body care. I'm going to address these 2 topics because there's so much to talk about on these 2 things. But if your hair fall continues more than 2 to 3 months, if it does not resolve, then it is not a cyclic phase of hair fall, and you need to go to a doctor to figure what's the internal issue and then resolve it. So Saima, I highly suggest you could see a good dermatologist who will suggest a couple of like blood tests for you to do to figure ki under what is the issue that you're having hair fall for so long. It shouldn't be more than 2 months if it's a cyclic hair fall issue. For frizzy hair, you have to make sure that you keep your strands hydrated as much as possible, and don't keep combing and sort of running your fingers through your hair when it's dry. Use a good serum, and just keep your hair hydrated as much as possible. You see, even my hair is frizzy right now a little bit, and here too. Like, this is crazy. I don't know what's happening here. Hi Farisha, I'm going to share it right now. I'm actually wearing the same lipstick that I wore that day. I'm going to put the link again. So sorry, I'm going to put it today for sure. Can you please make a video on how to exfoliate body in summer? I will make a video on this because I am trying to do another video on body care for the summer. Just put in a lot of hygiene tips and just things for you to do, right? I'm going to definitely include that in that video. Anything else you guys want to ask me? Because I am done with all the tips that I wanted to share with you guys, and they're really easy and quick tips, but it really makes a big difference, like for your hair, especially like the one I told you about. If you go if you go swimming, then just make sure that you are adding a protective layer on your hair, especially if you have colored hair or some sensitized hair, chemically treated hair. Just make sure that you add a protective layer on your hair. Like just these really like easy and basic things, but they really take your hair, just keep your hair in a good condition. Would love to know my love story. Thank you. I will. I don't share much about my private life, but maybe someday I will tell you. Any tips now? May you please share any tips now? Can you please suggest a lightweight hair oil? Lightweight hair oil. I actually recently, um, I recently tried the Indie Wild Jumpy hair oil, and I found the consistency to be very light. It wasn't a very heavy oil, and it is enriched in a lot of Ayurvedic ingredients. So you can definitely check this one out. It is called Chumpy Hair Oil by Indie Wild. So that's a lightweight hair oil for sure. Make a makeup tutorial also. I love the way you look. Thank you. I will. Thank you for giving me so many like ideas for the other reels that we are going to be doing. So yeah, I will definitely take up all of these tips from you girls. So guys, I think that's about it. I have covered all the points that I wanted to discuss with you all for my summer essential haircare tips. I hope these tips have been helpful for you. If you want to ask me anything, I'll probably stay here for a few more minutes. Also, eat in a day. Yeah, I will, for sure. That's another good one. I'll do that for sure. I hope you guys have taken like the tips down that I shared with you. Um, just make sure that you are keeping your scalp and hair, addressing them very separately, and going in for a shampoo addressing your scalp concern, and going in for a conditioner slash hair mask for your hair. You can also do a lot of DIY hair masks at home just to add a lot of hydration. The more hydration you add, the better, because the heat is anyways sucking out all the moisture from your hair. So adding in as much as moisture will be very beneficial for your hair for sure. This was really helpful. Thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you. I will be adding the links and the name of the lipstick that I wore in the chats. I was not able to add in the chats last time, so maybe I'll add it in the description box. And I will see you girls in my next live, which will happen probably this week itself. I will keep you guys updated on my Instagram, on stories. And thank you for joining me live. Again, all the products that I have spoken about and my recommendations are in the product tagging feature, so you guys can just click on view products and you will be able to see all the products that I have tagged. Click on it, it will quickly take you to the link, and you guys can check out these products. And that's about it. Thank you for joining me live. Have a great week. Take care of your hair, your skin, of yourself. And next time, when will you be live? I'm coming live this Friday. Mostly it's this Friday. I'm gonna put up the story on Instagram reconfirming, but most probably it's this Friday that I'm coming live. And the topic of discussion also, I will update you guys on my Instagram. So follow me there in case you don't follow me on Instagram. I keep updating a lot of these things there as well. And that's about it. I will see you guys very, very soon on Friday, and we'll chit chat then as well. Have a good week, and thank you for joining me live. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.